Hello children, how are you all? I am back again with another video to continue with our biology portions. After learning about cell and tissue, we move on to the next level of organization, that is an organ. In this video, I am going to discuss with you about an organ of flowering plants. The flower. Flower is defined as a specialized shoot in which leaves are modified into floral structures. Here you need to know why is flower said to be a specialized shoot. As a shoot consists of stem bearing leaves and branches at nodes, similarly a flower has its floral structures growing at different nodes. The four floral structures in a flower are sepals, petals, stamen and carpel. These floral structures vary in number in different flowers. They have their collective names also. Sepals are collectively called as calyx, petals are collectively known as corolla, stamens together are called as androecium, and carpels collectively are known as gynoecium. Here we have a well-labeled diagram of a flower. Let's study its parts. This portion of a flower with which we hold it is called as flower stalk. It is also called as pedicel. Just above it is a wide, broad portion of a flower which is called as receptacle or thalamus. I repeat, receptacle or thalamus. It is cup-shaped. It is wide and cup-shaped on which all the four floral structures fit in. The first floral structure is sepal. It is outermost. We are going to talk about all the four floral from outside to inside. So the first outermost floral structure is sepal. Inner to it are the brightly colored structures called as petals. The next third floral structure is the stamen, which has got two parts. The elongated tube-like is the filament, and the tip of tube has got anther. The fourth floral structure is carpel, which is here makes the middle part of the flower. It has got three parts: stigma, long tube-like style, and swollen region of the carpel called as ovary. Complete and incomplete flower. Depending upon the floral structures present in a flower is divided into complete and incomplete flowers. If you look at this figure, this flower has got sepals, petals, stamens and carpels, all the four floral structures present in it. Such a flower in which all floral structures are present is termed as complete flower. If you look at this figure, this flower has got sepals, petals and pistil present. Stamens are absent. So such a flower in which one or more floral structures are missing is termed as incomplete flower. Essential and non-essential parts of a flower. The parts stamen and carpel, they are directly concerned with reproduction. So therefore they are termed as essential parts. These parts are also called as reproductive parts of a flower. Petals and sepals, they only help the flower in reproduction. So they are the non-essential parts of a flower. Let's know about perianth. When petals and sepals remain undifferentiated, they look alike, then they are termed as perianth or tepals. Perianth is of two types, sepaloid and petaloid. Let's understand the two terms sepaloid and petaloid looking at these two flowers. This is a flower of Grevia species. Here if you see the petals generally which are colored, here they are green looking like sepals. So such a perianth in which the petals resemble sepals are termed as sepaloid perianth. This flower is of lily family. Here the sepals are non-green. They are resembling petals. So such a perianth in which the sepals resemble petals are termed as petaloid perianth. Bracts. Bracts are leaf-like structures which hold a flower in its axil. Here is the example of bracts. This is Bougainvillea plant's branch showing 3 bracts here, pink in color. These bracts, each of these bracts are having flower in its axil. So such leaf-like structures which hold flower in its axil is called as bracts. Bracts may be differently colored also. Nectaries. Nectaries are nectar-producing cells. You know about nectar? Nectar is a sweet, fragrant liquid which is produced by flowers, and it is this liquid which attracts the birds and bees towards the flowers. Nectaries here are shown in the figure. These ball-like structures which is inside the flower and here outside the flower. So these are nectaries and they produce watery nectar which is sweet. When the nectaries are present inside the flower, it is termed as floral nectary. When the nectary is outside the flower, it is termed as extrafloral nectaries. Sexuality in flowers. Depending upon the presence of sexual part in flowers, flowers are unisexual, bisexual and neuter. Uni, the prefix uni means one. When a flower contains only one sexual part, it is called as unisexual flower. Out of the 2 sexual parts, if the flower contains only stamen, it is termed as staminate flower. If it contains only pistil, it is termed as pistillate flower. Bi means 2. When a flower contains both the sexual parts in it, it is termed as a bisexual flower or hermaphrodite flower. A flower which does not contain any sexual part is called as neuter flower. Let's see some flowers in this slide. This is a dhatura flower. It contains pistil as well as androecium both. So therefore, it is a bisexual flower. These two are papaya flowers. This papaya flower has got only stamen, so it is a male flower or staminate flower. This papaya flower contains only pistil present here. So this flower is called as a pistillate flower. These two are again a staminate flower with only stamens, and this is pistillate flower with only pistil. Here we have sunflower which has got 2 sets of flowers in it. The outer ones which are brightly colored, these are called as ray florets. If you see the ray florets here, they contain bright petal and sepal, but no sexual part present in it. So the ray florets in sunflower are the examples of neuter flower. In the center of sunflower are these kinds of bisexual flowers present which make up disc floret. With this we come to the end of today's portion. It will be quite interesting if you take natural flowers and observe the 4 floral structures which you studied today in this video. Let's move on and do a quick recap. Today in this video you learnt about flower, a modified shoot, 4 floral structures of a flower, essential and non-essential parts of a flower, complete and incomplete flower, perianth, bracts and nectaries, and you also learnt about sexuality in flowers. That's all for today, children. We'll be continuing with this chapter in the next video. Thank you and take care.